Hello, hello, hello. This is for my YouTube viewers, and who else are my YouTube viewers, right? My families and my friends. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok and on Facebook. And yes, I'm under either Lucy Monzo or Armida Monzo, but I'm AKA Cherry Pie. Cherry Pie, that's my strain that I smoke, and that's just my Cherry Pie, that's my name. Like the color of my hair, Cherry Pie. I don't know how long it's going to last on the shelf, but I did buy an extra box just in case, because I love it. It's beautiful. It's great. It's not going to last long, because look at them. My white hair is already coming in. But the good thing is I bought another box. And so on the 30th of September, 2003, which is this month in September, we're going to have family gathering on my mom's side, on the Sandoval Ortega, Valdez, Tapatía. Just this ancestry. We're going to honor our, how do you call them? Our ancestors. So we're going to go way back. And I believe my mom said they're going to be honoring her this year. So that'll be great, because she is the last, and I think the only child of her father. Not of her, but of her father and her mom. So that is going to be great. And I get to see all my cousins that I grew up with, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. And I hope we have dancing, and I hope I'm in a dancing mood. And so I'm probably going to end up having, maybe get some edibles and maybe something to drink, because I know I'm not going to be able to puff there, but I could like edible and I can drink it. I'm okay with that. And I'm arriving there with my mom. My mom's going to be meeting her sisters there, also on her father's side. But also, he had children with another wife, which her name was Isabel, like his mom, my grandmother's name, great-grandmother's name is Isabel. But he also married a woman named Isabel. So, and they had children. And so those girls of those couple that got together, sorry, I got all confused on my words, but their children and my mom are really bonding, and they're going through Facebook, and they're chatting and FaceTiming, and all that is great. But they do need to spend time together, so this group event would be perfect for them. I think it would, and I'll bring my mom a lot of joy and a lot of peace within herself, because I believe that's what my mom needs, a lot of peace within herself, and just to accept the things that happen, just let it go and move on and move forward, because I do wish my mom the best, because I've also been working on those factors along the way on my different paths of my life. And I believe I have a lot of chapters, because one chapter when I was a very young child, say 500, it's one chapter of my life, because I lived with my great-grandmother, but until I was like 7 or 6 years old, and my mom came into the picture. We lived with her in Sandy quite for another year before she met up with my father, again, after many years. I don't know the story, how they got in contact or whatever. I don't know. Well, anyway, they just did, and then so, say I moved to Santa Barbara in 1969. I do remember that, because that's when the astronauts landed on the moon, and we were able to see it on TV, and so that was really great. And so I do remember that in 1969. And I remember I was in 3rd grade, and I remember Mrs. Thompson, and I think there was a Mr. or a Mrs. Johnson, but I know there was Mr. Yoshida, and he was my math teacher, but he was also our singing teacher, or our music teacher, when we had music time. But there was another lady too, an Asian lady. She also played the guitar. I forgot her name, but she was also a good teacher. I don't know, this is just coming up. I'm just saying that's just one stage of my life, and those years that I was talking about now is another stage of my life. And then when I got married, that's another stage of my life. When my husband passed away, that's another very tiny stage of my life, when I went into another relationship too quickly, too soon. And I don't know, maybe just to escape from my realities, and it was just a very bad moment, and I thought it was love, and it turned out what it wasn't, and I was seeing signs, but I was ignoring the signs, because, I don't know, I was just into a different world. But later things escalated and things were turning around that were happening in front of me, and just at that moment, I don't know, maybe I just didn't care. I don't want nothing to do with life. And I went homeless. I left my home, and I was living in my car, and I could have gone home. I could live with other family members. I'm sure I would have no problem. But it was my choice because, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to discover myself, or discover things or people, the world around me, or some kind of explanation, or what am I going to do, or what's going to happen. There's 1,001 questions that happen to you, or that happened to me at least. When my husband passed, and I never told anybody, so I was living for a while in a world of confusion, a world of learning and understanding, and just learning the value more of how to value and cherish my marriage more than what I was assuming, because that other relationship with this other guy, I mean, if I thought my husband was the devil, well, he wasn't the devil, but, he was very kind and very romantic and everything. But there was times when we did not get along, and there was some situations anyway, and I thought he was the worst man in my life. But after going through this other relationship, which this guy was 11 years younger than I was. I know, what the hell are you doing with a guy 11 years younger than you? I don't know. But hey, it worked for 4 years, okay? It worked for 4 years. But yeah, I mean, it was really nice and smooth and lovey-dovey. But then there was other things happening, odd things. And around that time, too, I was getting involved into alcohol. And not just smoking, but alcohol. And then later on, though, in his relationship, I'm not saying I was an angel before with my husband, but also with this guy, I started doing coke. Later on, I don't know, what's that other thing? Crack came around. Okay, I had a few months with that, and then I just left it because I had a really bad experience. And thank God, in that time when I was going through those episodes, but I'm very sorry that my mom had to go through, but through it with me. But I'm glad I was there with my mom going through it, because it made a lot of things much smoother and made me feel safer. But I knew what I had to do. I had to just get back to Santa Barbara, and I knew everything backwards and forward and everything, and so I was very comfortable. And anyway, it taught me about a lot of homeless people, different reasons why they are, and we just think they're drunks. But a lot of them, they're not even from our town. A lot of them are there because they got kicked out of their town, or out of their state, or county. And a lot of ours probably get kicked out of ours go into other people's, county or state. I don't know much about the map, but that's about our city or town. I don't know, but it happens. And anyway, I don't know what the subject, but that's another chapter. I got a little confused. Anyhow, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for listening and having the patience for me. And please take care of yourself and exercise and have vitamins and go for your checkups at least once a year, and stay healthy. And just keep on moving. Your bones stay strong. Stay away from your carbohydrates, or manage your carbohydrates. Stay under a number of 60 carbohydrates. Look behind that jar, how much carbohydrates. You don't want to eat a carbohydrate that's 280, then you turn around, you see another jar, 480, you turn another jar, and it's 840. And you say, it's just one sandwich, yes, but by the time you eat all that sandwich, how many carbohydrates, plus the jam that you ate, how much carbohydrates that you have, and you're not exercising, and you just sit back, Concha, I'm full, I'm done. No, you gotta get up, walk around, I don't know, but you have to, that moment, so your body doesn't get and absorb all of that goody, move it, work it, and just remember at the same time, you're just reconditioning your body also. That's how my mind thinks, and that's how I try to take care of my body, and so I have a lot of little tools, little weights, and I'm not going to get up to go get them, because in the fibromyalgia, I'm not going to get up, but I'll tell you, I have a little ball. It's an oval ball, bouncing ball, and I call it my retarded ball, because my nephews and nieces will come thinking that's going to bounce like that, but when it bounces, it just goes all over like a jelly bean, because it's literally like in the shape of an egg. And so they get a really big kick out of that. But I use that for my legs exercises. And one day I'll do a video on that, but that's how I take care of myself. Now I'm probably talking a little bit too much, but right now, because I was drinking too much probably, and so my bones didn't absorb a lot of calcium. I'm just saying, I have osteoporosis, and so if I would have took care of my bones much better, maybe I wouldn't have osteoporosis. Maybe I wouldn't have to be taking these calcium pills. And so, I don't know. Those are my signs, and everybody goes through senior years different ways. So those are just one of my ways that I'm going through. And so I'm feeling it, the outside, yes, I'm changing. Yes, I have a wrinkle. I have an age spot. I have a sunspot. I have something. I have hair, everything turning white now. My eyelashes and my eyebrows are turning white, and the hair downstairs and the hair upstairs. And here, I don't know, because I hardly don't grow any hair. When I do, it's like 1 or 2, like every 6 months. But hey, I'm still proud of that. And hair on my legs don't grow anymore. Only on my toes, yes. Oh, my toes are like grass, and they grow like weeds. And I can shave them and wax them, and 2-3 days later, they're back like, hello, remember us? And so there I go with the razor again. 2-3 days later, they're up there. They're sprouting. So I give them a vacation time. I let them have their time sometimes, I'm not going to show no one my toes, and I'm going to see them. And if I'm going to present them, yes, I'm going to shave them. Anyway, I'm just talking too much. You don't want to know about my toes. But you have a great, great day. And thank you for listening. And God bless you. Okay, toodaloo. I love you. Peace and love. Take care, okay?